joyful celebration, followed by a tragic decision, shapes 2 Chronicles chapter 35, as King Josiah leads Judah in observing the Passover. After restoring the temple and renewing the covenant, Josiah now brings the people together in Jerusalem for one of the most carefully organized Passover celebrations since the days of the prophet Samuel. The Passover is held on the 14th day of the first month. Josiah assigns the priests to their duties and encourages them in the service of the Lord's temple. He instructs the Levites, who teach all Israel and are consecrated to the Lord, to place the sacred ark in the temple built by Solomon, son of David. The ark is no longer to be carried from place to place. Instead, the Levites are to devote themselves to serving the Lord and assisting the people of Israel. Josiah tells them to organize themselves according to their family divisions and the instructions established by David and his son Solomon. The king commands the Levites to prepare for the Passover and make everything ready for the people. Josiah personally contributes 30,000 lambs and young goats for the Passover offerings, along with 3,000 cattle, all from his own possessions. His officials also give generously. Hilkiah, Zechariah, and Jehiel, the temple administrators, provide animals for the priests. The Levite leaders, Conaniah, Shemaiah, Nethanel, Hashabiah, Jeiel, and Jozabad, supply thousands more Passover offerings and cattle for the Levites. Once everything is prepared, the priests stand in their appointed places, while the Levites arrange themselves by divisions. The Passover animals are slaughtered, and the priests sprinkle the blood while the Levites skin the sacrifices. The burnt offerings are separated and distributed among the family groups so they can be presented to the Lord according to the law of Moses. The same careful process is followed with the cattle. The Passover animals are roasted over the fire as required, while the other sacred offerings are cooked in pots, kettles, and pans. The food is quickly distributed to all the people. After serving the worshippers, the Levites prepare portions for themselves and for the priests. Because the priests descended from Aaron remain occupied with the burnt offerings and fat portions until night, the Levites make sure they are also provided for. The singers descended from Asaph remain in their assigned places according to the instructions of David, Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun, the king's seer. The gatekeepers also remain at their posts because other Levites prepare the Passover meal for them. Everything is completed that same day: the Passover, the burnt offerings, the music, and the service of the Lord. The Israelites celebrate the festival of unleavened bread for 7 days. The writer declares that no Passover like this had been observed in Israel since the days of Samuel. None of the kings of Israel had held a celebration like the one led by Josiah with the priests, Levites, people of Judah, visitors from Israel, and citizens of Jerusalem. Years later, after Josiah has restored the temple and ordered worship throughout the land, Necho, king of Egypt, marches north to fight at Carchemish near the Euphrates River. Josiah goes out to confront him. Necho sends messengers warning Josiah that this conflict is not against Judah. He claims that God has commanded him to move quickly and tells Josiah not to interfere, but Josiah refuses to withdraw. He disguises himself and enters the battle at the plain of Megiddo, ignoring the warning delivered through Necho. During the fighting, archers strike Josiah. Severely wounded, he tells his servants to carry him away. They place him in another chariot and take him back to Jerusalem, where he dies. Josiah is buried in the tombs of his ancestors, and all Judah and Jerusalem mourn for him. The prophet Jeremiah composes laments in his honor, and singers continue remembering Josiah in their songs for generations. This chapter reminds us that past faithfulness does not remove the need for present discernment. Josiah honored God through remarkable reforms, yet in one crucial moment he refused to listen to a warning. A strong spiritual history should make us more attentive to God's direction, not less. Faithfulness means continuing to seek his wisdom in every decision. The book concludes in 2 Chronicles chapter 36, where Judah's final kings reject repeated warnings from God. Jerusalem and the temple are destroyed, the people are taken into exile. And the chapter ends with King Cyrus of Persia permitting the exiles to return and rebuild the Lord's temple.